Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about sensation and how it can be used in marketing. Sensations are the biochemical signals that our senses send to our brain for processing. We have 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. We have 6 sensory receptors, and they include our eyes, our ears, our nose, our mouth, our skin, and our fingers. These capture stimuli such as light, color, sound, and texture. Companies use our senses to positively impact our experiences with their products. As marketers, we can create a competitive advantage if we correctly identify what senses to use and how to properly use them in advertising. Messages are more effective when they appeal to several senses. Let's start with sight. Colors heavily influence our emotion, so it is very important to choose our color schemes very carefully. The color red, for instance, it's the most appetizing and it can appear very stimulating. You can see this being used by companies like YouTube, McDonald's, and Netflix. YouTube's color scheme expresses energy and excitement, while McDonald's suggests their food items are very appetizing. It goes beyond the color red. Technology companies such as IBM will use the color scheme blue to suggest innovation, reliability, and security, whereas a healthcare company like Blue Cross Blue Shield will use it to build trusting relationships. We also must pay attention to the demographics and location. In the Western world, black is associated with mourning, whereas in the Eastern world, white is. Yellow is often used in children's products. It's associated with high energy. Any health freaks in the house like myself? Think of a grocery store that you may shop at. Is Whole Foods one of them? The green in Whole Foods logo might suggest a healthier, more natural shopping experience, whereas TD Bank will use green in their logo to suggest growth and success. Now let's move on to scents. Scents can create strong emotional connections. The use of scents in marketing can be used both in stores and online sales. How could you possibly smell something online? Well, you can't. But what we can do is a company may use their signature scent in the tissue paper that they package a product with, so that way it's making a more memorable experience when somebody's unboxing the product. When you walk into a Starbucks for your pick-me-up, what do you smell? Coffee. This is intentional, and it's not just the coffee that you see brewing. Starbucks actually infuses their stores with a coffee scent for a stronger reaction. Think of pumpkin spice during fall, my personal favorite. We might want to smell something different to wind down, and hotels take advantage of this by using scents such as lavender to promote relaxation. What else might help us wind down? The sound of rain or ocean waves. Sound plays a huge role in our feelings and behaviors. Us as marketers can use this to influence customer behavior and enhance brand recognition. We tend to visualize what we hear. A lower pitch could make a product appear larger. We could also use sound to influence the speed of a shopping experience. A retailer might use a calming sound at a lower volume to keep a customer in stores longer, wandering more aisles. Sensations felt through the skin using touch can stimulate or relax us, influencing sales. Encouraging customers to touch a product is allowing them to imagine that they own it, leaving customers with a sense of attachment. But things are different now than they were before 2019 when COVID happened. How does this affect us in marketing? The contamination effect. Customers are less likely to buy a product if they know others have touched it. They do not need to physically see a customer touching the product to deem it used. Let's say you see a rack and it's messy. That suggests others have touched it and you no longer want to buy it. But at the same time, physical stores can use tactile marketing to create long-term loyalty with their customers, making an unforgettable experience. IKEA, for example, allows their customers to essentially try out the furniture before they buy it. They can feel the texture, and this allows them to determine the comfortability and functionality of the product they may use. Last but not least, we have taste, and people love tasty things, even if they cannot eat them. Cinnamon is associated with coziness. Take Hailey Bieber's peptide lip tint and cinnamon roll, for instance. It creates a more memorable experience for their customers because they're associating the name with food. Combining different flavors can make it harder for a customer to stop eating. Salted caramel? It's sweet and it's salty. Hedonic escalation finds that each bite can actually increase in pleasure. I want to circle back to sight real quick. The world is ever evolving. Augmented reality uses one or more digital layers of data, images, or video over a physical option, creating a more interactive experience for customers. The cosmetic brand Tarte allows consumers to essentially try on makeup online before they buy it. This reduces uncertainty in consumers. Virtual reality creates a fully immersive 3D experience for users, allowing them to really dive into a product. After everything we've just learned, it's safe to say that if we use sensory marketing successfully, we can create a more enjoyable experience for our customers, leading to higher sales, brand loyalty and recognition, and a higher chance of consumers recommending that product to people they may know. It's a win-win for everybody. Thank you, everyone.